What separates the human from the divine? It is not the body, nor time. It is forgetfulness. We have forgotten that we are gods, that our soul is as ancient as the universe itself. Among the many spiritual traditions reminding us of our celestial origins, few are as profound, as complete, and as dangerously revealing as Hermeticism. In the modern world, frantic and flooded with distractions, most people seek quick relief from the pain that begs to be heard. But the Hermeticist seeks no relief. He does not crave prepackaged answers or comforting formulas. He searches for the key that opens the final door. This key is not hidden in books, gurus, or dogma. It lies deep within, wrapped in 7 veils, waiting to be uncovered, not by turning outward, but by diving inward. What follows is a map, not a manual. A map for those who seek to live as Hermeticists in the midst of concrete cities, glowing screens, and digital noise. If you're still here, perhaps you're ready to silence and the return to the self. To a mind addicted to noise, silence feels unbearable. Stripped of external sound, most people rush to fill the void with thoughts, fears, and memories. But silence doesn't conceal, it reveals. And many aren't ready to face themselves unmasked. In Hermetic tradition, silence is more than a virtue. It is a spiritual technology, a way of inner listening. In the temples of ancient Egypt, the initiate's first threshold was not crossed through speech, but through absence, darkness, stillness, silence. To the modern mind, this seems like punishment. But in silence, the channel to the invisible world opens. As the Book of the Dead says, the silence of the heart is the dwelling place of the gods. Hermes Trismegistus, the master of masters, saw silence as the womb of the Logos, the matrix from which the creative word emerges. Before one can speak truth, one must first listen. And only in deep silence can true listening happen. Even modern science, cautious before the unseen, has begun to glimpse this. A study from the University of Helsinki revealed that just 2 minutes of complete silence can activate the brain's emotional and sensory centers more deeply than extended exposure to music. But the Hermeticist goes further. He seeks not just silence around him, but within. Silence of the mind. Deeper still, silence of identity. The silence that arises when there is no longer an I. Striving to control or understand, just surrender to the flow of the all. As the Corpus Hermeticum teaches, renounce the word if you wish to hear the divine word. This is not metaphor, it is instruction. The body as temple and portal. Long before the body was seen as a machine, it was revered as a temple. And before it was a temple, it was known as a mirror of the cosmos, the soul, and the laws of the universe. The Hermeticist does not flee the body or reject it as impure. Instead, he honors it as the sacred vessel, the below that reflects the above. As the Emerald Tablet declares, that which is below is like that which is above, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing. Each organ corresponds to a celestial archetype: the heart, the sun; the liver, Mars; the kidneys, Libra. This is not pop mysticism. This is the body as microcosm, where matter is organized by spirit. In a world that treats the body as a tool for labor or a canvas for vanity, the Hermeticist reconsecrates it, not through rituals, but through sacred attention. He eats as if feeding a god, breathes as if invoking spirit, moves as if every gesture is will made manifest. In alchemy, transformation requires a vessel, sealed, pure, stable. The body is this vessel. If it is fragmented or poisoned, the great work cannot proceed. Breath, the subtle bridge. Breath is the bridge between the seen and unseen. It is the fire that stokes the alchemical flame. In every ancient language, prana, pneuma, ruach, breath meant more than air. It meant spirit. In Hermetic ritual, breath precedes invocation. It prepares the field. Long, deep, silent breath opens channels atrophied by noise and habit. The elements converge in the body. Earth in bones, water in blood, fire in desire, air in breath, and ether, consciousness, holds them all together. Every sensation is a teaching. Every act is ritual. There is no true spirituality without embodiment. Mind, mirror, and sword. If the body is the temple, the mind is the altar. Here, the flame of spirit is either lit or extinguished. The mind is not the enemy of spirit, but neither is it a natural ally. It is neutral, dangerous in its neutrality. The Kybalion begins. The all is mind. The universe is mental. To understand this is to take supreme responsibility. The Hermeticist reclaims sovereignty over his inner landscape. He becomes a gardener of thought. Planting with discernment, pruning with care. Silence prepares the soil. Discernment chooses the seeds, and reason, once purified, serves intuition. Jung, heir to Hermetic wisdom, wrote, "Enlightenment does not come from imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." The Hermetic mind does not flee the shadow, it studies it. Every thought is examined like an alchemical reagent. Does it bring expansion or contraction, clarity or confusion, love or fear? The purified mind becomes more than a tool. It becomes a portal. Aligned with the heart, it opens to gnosis, direct, living knowledge. Will, the divine flame. Will is the fire that animates the path. It is not desire, it is destiny. Not ambition, but alignment with the all. True will is not noise. It does not shout, it calls, and only in silence can it be heard. The Hermeticist does not drift, he decides. Each action, each word, each moment is infused with coherence. As Crowley, often misunderstood yet deeply Hermetic, wrote, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Not whim, not impulse, true will. In this will, all things are transfigured, not escaped, redeemed, not denied, consecrated." A magnum opus, the great work, is not metaphor. It is the Hermetic life itself, lived with presence, precision, and power. The Hermeticist does not wear the robe of mystery. He walks in simplicity, yet his steps ripple with silent force. He doesn't seek to leave the world. He seeks to illuminate it, to become the sun forged from spark, lead turned to gold, matter transfigured by spirit. Because in the end, the true Hermeticist doesn't flee life, he transfigures it. Thanks for watching.